Guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing really well. Apologies for the radio silence. Today we're going to be looking at the Vortex Optics Solo RT, and this one's the 8x36. So this is a tactical monocular, and some of the really sharp eagle-eyed amongst you will realise that it's got some extra features which we are going to be talking about, and very kindly provided by our friends over at Zap Wizard Design. So Zap Wizard, you know exactly who you are, a really excellent supplier of kind of aftermarket everything kind of parts. So I will put their link in the descriptions so you guys can go check them out, but we really appreciate their support, and they're located over in Texas, I believe. I predominantly bought this for use within my indoor ranges when I'm shooting pistols, so up to something like 25 meters, 30 yards. That was my primary focus with this, because it saves me getting up out of the range, going down range, and physically seeing what I'm shooting when I'm shooting 22 cal pistol here in the UK, or 9mm 45, or any other caliber 40 cal when I'm shooting in Europe. But I have had a chance to use it at much further ranges, and probably the furthest that I've been with this where it's been stationary is up to 600 meters. So I don't know what that is in yards. So what is this device for? So it is a monocular, and it is a magnified monocular. It's really nicely made, really solid. It's not rattly. This rubber texturizing is really good. You can see that it holds in the hand really nicely. There is a slight protruding clip here, so if I grab the clip for you, that is normally fitted there, so you can clip this to a belt and it's affixed with those two screws. However, I'm using this as a miniature spotting scope with the 1/4-20 thread there. It sits perfectly on here. It's really nice, robust, 3D printed. It doesn't wobble because it's got the support underneath. There is some flex to it, but once it's pressing actually on something flat and stable, works really nice. Also, you have an Arca thread here, which is the camera standard, so that you can mount this to tripods. When I was using it at range, I actually had it on a Manfrotto mini tripod, so that was lying down next to me while I was shooting prone and shooting at 600 meters. This was recording through a GoPro, and then yeah, it worked really well. Probably my mistake is that I didn't have the focus just set right. I think when I had it in my bag, I slightly knocked the focus, but you can literally focus the actual device here, and then this rearward knob here focuses the reticle. I find it really easy. This is a really nice, smooth, it's extremely rugged, it's ever so slightly rubberdized here, and yeah, it's just an excellent device. These small gold indentations, I've just added that so that I've got a little bit of an easier point of reference in a little bit more low light. It seems to work quite well at dusk, but at night you're probably going to find the limitations of most scopes failing unless you're observing from a dark area into a light area. So you could use this for law enforcement or military if you're wanting something extremely compact. I mean, it's really small and lightweight. So yeah, easily fits in the pocket. With this extra sort of camera thread here and the Arca mount, it can fit on a tripod very easily, small and light. Obviously some spotting scopes are pretty huge and pretty heavy, and also really expensive. So I think I found this one for around about 120 English pounds. I think you can shop around, you might be able to find them under $100, but I think the average price is around about 140 bucks, something like that, 150 bucks. But again, shop around, you might be able to get some deals elsewhere. You are covered by Vortex's VIP warranty, so basically if you damage it, they've got your back, and they're really good. I haven't actually damaged any of my Vortex products that I've had in my possession, but I know people that have, and when they have damaged them, they have got your back, and they're a really good company and they stand by their products. Again, really good product, really solidly, nicely made. The only thing I found, if I'm honest, is this slightly sharp square edge here, but it's for the clip, so when you are using the clip, it works perfectly. Yeah, it fits really nicely on the belt. Again, if that's something you're going to use, no problem. You can kind of do it with Zap Wizard's one here. So just be careful because it only has a certain amount of flexibility to it. I won't want to push it any more than that. But for me, I am going to be using this on a tripod, either with a screw or with the Arca mount there. So for me, this is perfection for a compact monocular, especially with range finding features. So what's in the box when you get it? I will show you the box. The camera is going to go crazy because it's white, but that's what it is. Pretty simple box. Some of the specs there. So 10.2 ounces, an 18mm eye relief. Yeah, and that's what's included in the box. There's some codes there. Nice box, simple, well packaged. This one's in millirads, and if I come down here, you can see the range and reticle there. But you get a nice soft case, which is a Velcro opening with elastic sides. Simple, quick and easy. Works really well. You do have a lanyard there if you want to just sling that around your neck. You can, does have a lanyard mount just underneath here. You can see it there. You can use it that way. I don't use it that way, but you can. The eyepiece does remove and also it folds over. So that's how I had it when I was viewing it with the GoPro. Works really well. Again, you can remove that if you want to, but it's easy to leave it like that. Then you can't have any light interference there. We've already talked about the clip. This is the manual, and being that it's a 8x36, it's just got just a slightly wider tube. Instructions there, it tells you etc. what we've discussed. Yeah, again, don't look into the light with it. It's bad for your eyes for certain, etc. So this is something that's quite interesting, and I briefly looked at it and then I kind of forgot about it, but the actual scope view itself is slightly off-centered. So if your point of impact is right in the middle there, this is actually slightly to the left, so that you can view something very clearly here. And then you've got sort of quick reference ranging reticles here from 600 to 300 there. Again, you line at the bottom of the target. I'm not going to explain it, but they're useful features to have. And you've got all the subtensions and the sizing, etc., the size of the thicker lines. All of this is used for range finding. And the actual reticle itself is really crisp and clear. Unfortunately, when I was on the range, I managed to knock, like I said, the focus a bit, and we had some mirage effects. And this just basically explains how you can work out the range if you need to, using the subtensions. And it's easier to work out ranging when you know the size of a target. So if you are at distance and you're doing a competition, but you know roughly how big the targets are, you can use this to work out your yards and meters there. So it's pretty good. I found it worked quite well. I was shooting at 600 meters in the video, and you can see roughly there were about three subtensions here, and this is roughly 3 as well. So it just gives you an idea of how far the target is away. If you don't know it, might be useful in a competition situation. Again, what we really want out of something like this is, that's a VIP warranty, what you really want out of it is a device that's solid, keeps the zero quite well, or the focus quite well, and allows you to you know, just get on with shooting or hunting, observing, just with ease really. You don't want it breaking, you don't want something that's cheap and nasty. I've held other monoculars before, and they can feel very lightweight and not very well built, rattly. The focuses can be really sloppy, or just too quick. This has really got some, almost feels like a camera focus. It's got a really nice resistance to it, but it's solid and it's not too strong. On a tripod, you'll just set up your range. It's a little bit difficult, as what I was doing, to film with a GoPro directly behind it, because you've got an eye relief issue between the two different lenses. Trying to line them up perfectly, it's far easier to line up your eye than using a GoPro, which is a little bit limiting, and also trying to mount it to an object and keeping it perfectly aligned is a bit difficult, but we got there in the end. Like I said, I managed to knock it and not get it quite perfect for you, but it gives you the idea of what you can do. I think probably, if I'm honest, whilst you can see things clearly, I think there is a certain range limitation to this if you really want pinpoint. And something like this is probably very, very good up to about 400 odd meters, where I was at 600 yards shooting longer range. I wouldn't say it's long range, but longer range. You know, this starts to have limitations with seeing the precise shot, but you can see it quite easily. When I was using this offhand and just holding it like that, I could see the target, I could see my hits, and you know, it just works really well. And closer distances, it works fantastically. Again, you do have to adjust the focus. It's not set to infinity. And then if you find that when you're focusing this thing from the front, you might lose the clarity in the reticle, so you just adjust it. So that's a really nice feature to have, because if you adjust this and this kind of adjusts itself, people with different eyes, etc., won't see it quite as clearly. So really nice little feature. Nice coating on the lenses, they're nice and clear. Again, that's the rear lens there, so your objective and your ocular. Yeah, just a really, really nice product. Again, I've been using it for some time, and I didn't want to just put a video out and say, oh yeah, it's really good, without having some time behind the glass and be able to sort of instruct you guys, give you the best advice I can possible. And I'm going to give a big shout out to Zap Wizard, because they helped make this video possible. I saw this mount on their website, looking at other stuff, other camera stuff. It does so many cool things. It does things for Leathermans. Again, they're all 3D printed, really, really nice quality. And the store's recently reopened because they've got their own really nice high quality 3D printing machines now. So I reached out to them, and I was so excited, if I'm honest, that because knowing that I have this already and knowing that these were available to purchase again, and then, yeah, they very, very kindly sent me one for review, and I am not disappointing at all. The quality is excellent, and you know, you can just sit it down flat like that. It's really nice. It's not all shaky or anything like that. The threads are really good, and even the arc amount, which is even stronger. That's how I'll be using it now from now on. Is just fantastic. It just works perfectly. So big thanks to Zap Wizard. Again, really great guy in the US, and I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident, this is probably the smallest handheld, decent quality range finding monocular. With this setup, it's extremely cost effective. So if you want something larger that's going to fit on a tripod or a 1/4-20 screw, you're not going to find it, and you're not going to find it with a millirads or the ranging reticle. It's just not out there. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments, but I tried to look for a solution that wasn't, you know, hundreds of dollars, like $300, $400, and also I wanted the small size, so I can literally put this in my bag, put it in my pocket. If I'm doing some sort of recce on something, it's like, for example, if you're doing security work or you're in the field doing stuff and you need something small and handheld, but you need to be able to, you know, report back on what ranges things are, this is perfect. And with that, plus this is completely game changer, I think. Now, there's lots of reviews on these. They will probably be much the same. From my perspective, law enforcement, military use, I think this has got a very good application because of its size and how compact it is. I mean, it's just tiny. So the weight is really low. It's 10.2 ounces, like it said. You know, you're not going to cry about having this in your pack around your neck, no problem. And if you do need to do some sort of quick recce where you're using a handheld device like a mobile phone or a GoPro, putting it behind it, if you need to record, it's not the end of the world. It's a bit tricky, but it's easy to do. And this offers you a lot of options that really don't exist elsewhere within this price category, the size and the quality, because all those things are really important, you know, when you're out in the field. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. It's just a quick look and some feedback and report on the Vortex Solo RT 8x36 with the awesome Zap Wizard design mount. I think this plus this makes this a really useful, awesome product for my application in long range shooting in general, some observation use, if you want to call it that. We'll talk no more about that. But yeah, look at the package, look at the size, form factor. This kicks butt. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, do hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest things we've got going on. And guys, on that bombshell, I will catch you guys next time. Take care.